Hi, I'm Kyle Day, and we're here on San Francisco State's campus with recording engineer and producer Monty Valier. Monty is the owner of Ruminator Audio in San Francisco, where artists such as The Soft Moon, Terry Maltz, and Wax Idols have recorded with him. So, you're an engineer and you're also a producer. How do you incorporate both in a lot of your projects? How do you go about that?
Well, these days, budgets are so small that you kind of have to be a producer and an engineer. You kind of have to wear all the hats in the studio. The days are gone when you can have a separate engineer, pretty much. So, I approach projects from an engineering side, and that informs the producing side, and vice versa. I work with the artists to try to figure out what their vision is for a record or for a particular song, and then try to define the ways to achieve the fantasy they have in their head of what the song can sound like, and just kind of be the director of the little mini film.
Is there a way if they have a certain vision and then if they bring this to you and you see a certain vision, is there certain ways that maybe they're so headstrong they have a certain vision, they say I really want this, but you see it a different way? How would you, I guess, collaborate or make that work out?
Compromise. A lot of it is tempering an artist's fantasies of what they think the record can be. Because if they have a small budget or if they have a small amount of time, it's like, well, I want to have a record that has an orchestra and it has, a children's choir and all that kind of stuff, but I have $5,000 to make the record, in 3 days or something like that. So it's pretty much tempering what their expectations are and trying to get them to realize the reality of the situation. Yeah.
So they'll have something huge in their head and you'll say, well, this is what's really going on.
Yeah.
So is there sometimes that there's some bands that you're really, really inspired about, and then maybe you'll take the forfeit of or not the forfeit, maybe you won't get paid for some extra days, but you really feel good
Absolutely.
about it?
Yeah. If there's something I really believe in, I'll make it work.
Yeah.
The money isn't the bottom line. The bottom line is making a cool record.
Yeah.
And if we have to use MIDI strings and reamp them and make them sound interesting and unique in their own way, we'll save money that way, save time. And, the bottom line is you have to make a cool record.
Yeah.
However you can do it.
Yeah. Is there some artists in particular that you've done that before where you've thought of that?
There's a band called Weekend.
Okay.
And I've been working with them since their very first recording, and they had no money, zero. And so I heard the songs and I was like, these are great. This is a cool band. And so we just started from nothing, just for fun. I just had them come in on days when I didn't have anything else booked. And it took us about a year to make the first record, and with no budget. But it was so worth it because it turned out to be a great record, and it was really fun to help them achieve their vision.
Yeah. Did they come to you, or how did you discover Weekend?
They came to me, but it's a long story. But they came to me because I was friends with friend of friends, like word of mouth kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. So we were talking about that you also took a trip to London, or you went to the UK recently?
Yeah, in February.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was great. I worked in a studio in Cornwall that was very disheveled, let's say. I spent the whole first day rewiring everything. It was a mess.
Oh, wow.
But it was really fun. It was raining and cold, and I recorded drums and guitars for 12 songs in 7 days. And
wow.
And we only had 8 inputs.
Nice.
So it was a challenge, but sometimes that kind of challenge is what's really exciting about making records.
Working with minimalism.
Well, limitations.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? And you figure it out,
Yeah. I think Jack White or somebody said something like that, where you most creative when you have so many limitations. But
yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
And it was really great to have you on the show. You can hear Monty's latest work by checking out Wax Idol's new album, Discipline and Desire, and by also checking out his website at ruminatoraudio.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.